How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Caroline's Fluid Artistry. So before we start today's project, I just wanted to show you my new little haul from Temu. I got a few little things. Let's open it together. There's a little hole in it already because I was going to open it, and then I thought, oh, I'll open it and share with you guys what I got. I'm not sure what I got. I can't really remember. But, ooh. Okay. So I got some seahorses and some starfish, but once again, they're a little bit too big because I didn't read the measurements. I just wanted them a little bit smaller, but I suppose they're not too bad. I just thought they were really pretty, but they're a little bit too big, and now I don't know if I'll be able to use them, but I'll give it a shot. You never know, they'll come in handy. Then I got these papers. So basically what I thought was I wanted to get into making some coasters, and I thought these little inlays might look pretty. So you put them inside your coaster. Oh, I don't like them. Oh, guys, what do you think? No, I don't like them. They can go to the grandkids. I'm not sure about them. Okay, these ones might have a bit of potential. I'm just not 100% sure if I like them. Okay, we've got like a cracked effect, which I thought could be good in a mold, like in a coaster. I think these are a bit better. What do you think, guys? Still not 100% sure, but can you imagine those in a coaster with some nice clear resin on top? They actually might look okay. I'll test one, but I really don't like these ones. These are a no-go. I don't know what they look completely different, obviously, when I seen them on the picture. I got myself a little miniature digital scales because I think when I'm trying to do the like half of a gram and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to do it on my ordinary kitchen scale. So I thought this would be a good little purchase. And that's what it looks like there. Obviously it doesn't have any batteries in it at the minute, so yeah, well, I think that might be okay. So we'll give that a shot maybe in our video that I'm going to do shortly. Oh, I got more of these. Oh, these might be nice. Let's see if I've made another mistake. Right, so they're quite of a kind of a lightning effect. Oh no, it's water. It's a ripply water, not lightning. Where am I going with lightning? It's a ripple water effect. So that might be okay in a coaster. Yep, okay. That's not bad. I'll take that. And what's this? I don't even know what I bought. Who loves a Temu haul? I think everybody does. Ah, it's a paste. It's metallics. I didn't want it to be metallics. Sorry, wrong way around. And it's a resin art pigment paste. I don't know what color. It's a nice blue paste. Oh, obviously got that on. So give me a second. I'll grab my scissors. Yeah, I don't really think I wanted metallic. I probably just wanted a nice blue, and I've ended up getting metallic. Ugh. And the mess is starting to be made. I don't want to pull it. You know what? Hold on. No. I've got gloves here, but I don't want to put them on because I want to use them for when I'm doing my project. But I want to open it and show you guys the color. God, I'm so cack-handed sometimes. Oh, I'm going to get some on me, aren't I? There you go. What do you guys think of that? It is a beautiful metallic blue, but I don't know how it will go with the work that I'm doing. I'll have to do a bit of research into it. Oh, look. Oh, Lord. Not even doing a project and I'm making a mess. Anyway, that's that. And then I got these. I thought these were really cute. I seen, once again, the lady that I follow, Julie, from Pouring Your Heart Out. She made some coasters, and she made them with little cloud effects in them. And I came across these. Don't they look like little clouds? Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, they're too big for the coasters that I've got. But I was thinking of investing in some bigger coasters. And you could always, like, I suppose, cut them in half or break them down. And you could do like a bit of a sky kind of blue color. And then these clouds just popped around. I just thought they were cute. And they feel really cool. I wish you could feel them. They're just so squishy and rubbery. And I like the little case they've come in. That's quite cute. So yeah, that's my Temu haul. But clear up a bit of my mess. Today, what I'm going to be doing is, oh, look at my lovely, this is an expensive scissors. I used to make baby headbands, and I purchased this good scissors. It's a Friskers, I think it is. And I've had it for a long, long time, and it's nice and sharp, and I don't want to ruin it. Anyway, who cares about the scissors? Sorry. Yeah, what I'm doing today is I'm going to be getting on with that cheese board for my friend's birthday, which is coming up next month. So I got the board. This is it here. It's a really, really nice sturdy board. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pouring some resin on there and doing a beach scene. So that will be coming up soon. I'll check you out later when I've got all my equipment set up and I've cleaned all this mess up, and then we can start pouring. So see you soon, guys. We're back. So I've got all my bits and pieces ready. Sorry, I'm standing on my little step. Let me just get down, because obviously when I put my camera up on my little tripod, I need to be able to see what I'm doing and where the buttons are to press. And it's actually quite tricky, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I'm down off my little step ladder, and I've mixed up my resin. I'm using my Solid Solutions Epoxy Art resin, and I'm doing part A and part B, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I kind of just eyeballed, as usual, the amounts. I've made it up here in this little cup. And I've got my 3 little cups here to divide it out for my colours. If there's any left over, I've got a canvas over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the canvas over, and I'm going to put some resin on the back and let it harden, because I want to do a beach scene on a canvas piece. I have done one, a smaller one, and it looked really nice. And I just thought I want to try it on a bigger canvas. And when the resin hardens, in a few days' time, I will make a video and I'll share that with you guys. Right, so I've already showed you the cheese board, charcuterie board that I'm using. There's a bit of fluff flying around. I don't know where that came from. My colours are Prussian blue. I'm going to do my greenish blue and my turquoise green. So we'll get these mixed up. I'm sticking with this colour palette. Gosh, there's dust on everything. These have been sitting over. I've got a little trolley over to the side, and they've been sitting in it for a while because I haven't done any beach pours. So they collected a bit of dust. So I'm just trying to be... You don't need a lot of the colour, which is great. I know I did say that I think the next time I did... Maybe I didn't say, but I know in my head I thought the next time I did a beach pour, I would use the pastes, but I don't know. Just for now, I still want to continue using my paints, because I really do like the colours, and I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit kind of worried to experiment and, you know, waste the resin in case the colours don't turn out nice. So yeah, we're just going to stick with this, and I will do the same colours when I make the coasters as well, because I will do the coasters in a separate video, because it'll just be too much for you guys to listen to me waffle about. Just blowing all the dust out, hoping that I've got all the dust out of everything, because as we know, it shows up so easily in resin. Get in there, a little bit Turkish, turquoise green. It's actually a beautiful color. I've got a little cup for my white because you don't need a lot of white, and I feel like whenever I make my white up, I always have way too much and it's a waste. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more cautious with the white. Instead of using that other white that I had no name. That other white that I've showed you in the past in that little tiny jar with the black lid, it didn't have a name. I actually bought that in a craft shop when I went to do a class, a resin class, so I could learn a little bit how to do this. And I just bought it from them. I didn't know what the name was. So I've obviously bought my own, and that's that Passion Top Cell White from Colour Passion. So we're going to use that today for our white. Apparently you don't need a lot, but I always seem to go overboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape and scrape another little bit. It's 5% apparently, but that looks like it's even too much. So I'll use that much, I think. I don't know. What I'll do is I'll pour my resin out into my little cups, give them a stir, and then see what this looks like. And I have to keep back some resin for my clear. Don't let me forget that. I wish there was somebody here to be able to say to me, you're forgetting to hold back resin. Full of bubbles, but it doesn't really matter because when we put it on the board, we will definitely be torching. And hopefully that will get rid of the bubbles. I want good coverage. I did try to tape the back of this board with my resin tape. It just wouldn't stick to it. And then I tried to do it with like painter's tape, and that wouldn't stick to it either. So I suppose I should really have maybe give it a little bit of a sanding at the back, but I didn't. And I think what will happen is if I do get runnage underneath, seepage, I will get some. I will just sand it off. It won't be a big deal. Right, I'm going to see how that looks. Oh, I made a mess. I'm a mess maker, and I like to be tidy, so I don't like making messes. And actually, this little cup is really hard to mix in. So look, yeah, what do you think, guys? Do you think that's enough? I think maybe it's enough. Yeah, maybe that's enough. I mean, as in the amount of white I put in. I feel like that might be okay. That's the kind of consistency I'm going with. Please don't tipple over. Right, we'll leave you there. I'm going to need another little bit of a stick. Oh, I've just got resin on my board. Right, let's mix up our colours and see how we go. So yeah, with the beach scene that I was talking about on that canvas, I did one on a smaller little canvas, and I made some little rocks in it, so little formations of rocks, and I made them out of sand, and I think it's plaster of Paris, and they looked lovely, but the only thing is they were very heavy. So I'm trying to think of another way around it to give a little bit of depth into the beach scene when I do the canvas. If that's the only way I can do it, then so be it. Please don't fall over because I've got a big stick in a little pot. I forgot to bring an extra stick. And let's get our second colour mixed up. I actually find that when I'm working with these smaller things now, it's more fiddly. I preferred working with bigger amounts of resin, as in when I was doing the blooms. Oh, also, I've definitely got some news on the bloom front. I've ordered myself some proper silicone coasters from the lady that I follow on here. Her name is Julie. sorry, I don't follow her on here. I follow her on YouTube, and she has a channel called Pouring Your Heart Out, and I just love watching her stuff. She's very, very knowledgeable, and she makes her own molds. And I've bought some coaster molds, and I've also bought something else. I'm not going to tell you guys. It'll be a little bit of a surprise. But the other thing I bought from her is a bloom paste. So that paste is specially made to give you the bloom effect, because I know I kind of got the bloom effect, but I'm sure I can get a better effect. And yeah, so I've ordered them, and hopefully they'll be here maybe next week, and then I can try my hand at the blooms again. Okay, I might roll up my sleeves. I've got double glove on this hand so that when I mix the paint in, I can just get rid of this one. Right, I've got enough left in there for my clear, and then I will most certainly have enough left over for the back of that canvas, but I don't think I'll have enough, or either because it's quite a big canvas, and I probably need to make up a little bit more, but I can do that off camera. I'm not going to show you me doing that. It's just pouring it into the back of a canvas and leveling it out. Sorry guys, can't talk today. Well, what's new? All right, I've already leveled my board, and it looks pretty okay to me. I don't know if you can see that little bubble. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to pour. I'm thinking of going this kind of way. Yeah, I'll go up this way, I think. Yeah, I reckon that'll be nice. So I'm going to pour a little bit of clear. I'm going to put it into a paper cup because I've got a little bit more control over it. Because you don't really need a lot to begin with. And you don't have to pour your clear first, but I just want to, because I want to kind of figure out where that line is. And if it bleeds up a little bit, I'll use a little bit more because I've got a good bit left. So I'll pinch the top of the cup. How high do I want to go? I think maybe here. That's a little bit of resin. Yeah, I've got to cover that. So the little bit of resin that dropped on. So we've got to cover that. So we'll go like so. And I want it to kind of go over the edge. Kind of have a beachy look. I would like a beachy kind of look. I think it does. Right. So I think this time I'll start with my turquoise, the lighter color first, because then I can get a feel for how far I need. I'm going to put more resin in here because I really want it to go over the sides. I'd like the sides to be covered. I think it gives it a nice effect when the sides are covered, like a nice waterfall effect. So I'm just mixing up a little bit more resin into my color. And each time I do that, I'm obviously leaving myself with less resin to put onto the back of that canvas. But, oh well. Who cares? I can always make up a little bit more. Alrighty. Oh, put you there. I'm just going to pour this along the edge of the white. Kind of follow that shape of the beach that I've made. Get it over the side. If you kind of put it over the side to begin with, then it kind of falls over. It has something to latch onto, and it falls over a little bit easier. Okay, I'll hold a little bit back for like gaps or something that I might have missed. Where's my little stick? Let's give it a little helping hand over the side here, yeah? What do you guys think? Yeah, a little bit over here. Need a little bit over here. I just think the sides looks nice when they're done as well. I like that effect. Kind of matches up. Let's fill your little gap there. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that shape. Well, let's go with you. We won't need as much of you. I'm not gonna add any more resin into you, I don't think. Just gonna do my sides a little bit first, just to kind of make sure I get that coverage. Okay. And it drops down, then you can just pick it back up with your little stick and kind of, on the falls down here onto the plastic. Right, well, bring you up like kind of here, I think. Because the dark does tend to take over. I have done this the right way around, haven't I? Please don't tell me please tell me this is the medium color, not the really dark. Oh no. No, I think I have. I'm sure I put it in the right order. Oh Lord. Okay. Kind of find this one doesn't grip as much to the sides. I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. I've been really cautious about trying not to get my head in the way, because I know my last video with the blooms, was it that one? I think, and I just looked like all you could see was my head. And it's not very appealing. Right, so you're John. And then we've got our darkest colour. And I decided to do it with the handle because I want to leave as much of the board for my friend so she can put stuff on. I mean, this isn't food safe. So if you are, it's more for decorative purposes. So if you're making one and you're making one for a friend or yourself, just let them know it's more for decorative purposes. And the reason is I'm not even, what I've been looking into researching, they say even food safe resin isn't really food safe. You shouldn't really use it. So I am doing a little bit extra in here. I have decided because of the sides, I want to get that coverage on the sides. That's why I'm going extra here. So yeah, and I would recommend, it's just for show. It's just a pretty little thing to have in your kitchen, or it has to be in your kitchen really, doesn't it? And you can use the back of it to display your food if you want, or you can just use this end. And what I'll do is I've bought some, is it honey wax? It's a little wax that I got, and I'll pour it on. I will rub it on when this is all cured and I've sanded the back, and it just gives it a nice sheen, because it's looking a bit dull at the minute because I had to wash it, because when I bought this, there was a big sticker on it, and I'm thinking, why would you put the sticker right on the part that has to be used? Then it gives off that horrible gluey residue. So yeah, I was a bit peeved by that. But yeah, so definitely, if you're making one, remember, no food on the resin or you'll poison your family. You might want to. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sick sense of humor sometimes. I want to get that on the edges, and it's been a little bit stubborn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it out to the edges. I think it looks better over the edges. What do you guys think? When you have what's your personal opinion? Sometimes I wish I could talk through this and you could answer me back and you could say, no, Caroline, you're doing the wrong thing. And what are you doing, woman? But then it's probably for the best, because you'd be constantly shouting at me. We're getting there. But because I can't see over that side and I don't want to put my head in the shot, this part is a little bit of a hit and miss, I guess. And I want to make sure I get in there. I think I'm getting it. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. And I'm glad I put more resin in and made more of this colour, because you definitely need it for the coverage. If you want coverage, definitely make a little bit extra. Right, I think I've got it all. That looks about right, doesn't it? What can you guys see? Can you guys see a spot and you're shouting and go, no, oh, I missed a spot there. I can see a bit there. Sorry, if I get in the way, I do apologise, but it's for the good of the cheese board. All right, I think that's enough. Yeah, I think we've got enough coverage. So now I like to mix it, because I don't like it when it's all just bands of colours. So I like to do this little splattering bit in. And I want to, sorry about my watch. I looked back on video as well and I heard, I was like, oh my God, how annoying. And my bracelets are rattle. Sorry. So I'm going to give this a little tap up, just to kind of break up that line. Nobody wants that It's not natural looking, is it? And then up here. Bring it down a little bit into this color. Oh wow, look at the mixture, the way that color's mixed up. That's really pretty. You like that, guys? You think that's a nice mixture? Yeah? I think that's pretty cool. I don't want to take it any more up. I prefer to kind of come down even. Oh, then she does. I prefer to bring that dark a bit more down into this turquoise. Oh, that's a beautiful color. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. The coverage is not great on the side. I probably should have sanded this, but hindsight is a virtue, isn't it? All right, let's give you a little bit of a torching to get rid of those bubbles. This is why I love doing this. It's so hard to get rid of the bubbles in the coasters, whereas this is so easy. I mean, look at that. I think you're bubble free. I just kind of hunker down and have a little look across the top, and I can't see any. Right, now I'm going to just put another little line of clear because I feel like we've lost our clear a little bit. You're kind of migrated a bit. There you go. And this is my clear in here. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Hold on a second. And this has a 40-minute work time, so I should be all right. Hopefully this video won't take me 40 minutes to make. Well, yeah, I missed where I'm going. I couldn't see where I was going. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's kind of thickening up a little, so. When I wanted it thick for me coasters, it wouldn't thicken up. I had to wait for ages. And now it's bloody too thick. Well, not too thick, but thickening up. Right, we do have a little bit of resin left over. I might be able to do a bit of it. I don't know. Right, now we've got the white. I'm hoping I've done enough and that it's not too pale, or I don't know. I don't know. I say that a lot, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm still learning. Still learning. And I make the mistakes, so you don't have to. Right, this is cute. It's really cute, but actually more fiddly. I thought I'd be better with this than with, having it in the little cup and using the stick. Anyway, stop talking. Let's get pouring. Let's pour it on. I'm gonna go from this side. Ooh. Once again, the part that always makes me nervous is this. And hold on a second. I just see. Oh, how am I gonna do that? A little bit there. Sorry, guys. Let's clean up. Right, okay, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Wish me luck. Wow, you can hear a pin drop. Okay, and I just thought I'd put a little bit across here. Probably being too adventurous now, thinking I'm grey. And a little bit across here. And it was here that she messed up. Another tiny bit here. Oh, maybe it's too obvious. Just, oh, look. Whoa, yeah. Right, never mind. Let's just see if we've got any bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Toil and trouble. Sorry.
All right, now for the part I hate, but I love. I hate it, but I love it. The blowing out the waves. Got my heat gun over here. I'm going to start on low, warm up the resin a little bit, even though I've already torched it. Then I'm going to put it up to high and blow those waves out. So you might not be able to hear me talking. All right, let's just warm it up a little bit. Okay, I feel so out of practice because I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to start. Oh. I turned it off instead of turning it onto high. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, guys. That's pretty. That's nice lacing. What do you think? I think I need a little bit more white. I think it's a little bit too pale. What do you think? What I want to do is I just want to kind of put a white line along here. I don't want to blow anything else out, but I just want to put a little white line along there. But let me just see if I can get more lacing. Oh, it's quite big lacing. That didn't really turn out very well, but you know what? It's better than I thought. I'm going to put a little tad more resin in here, just a tad. And just to kind of get a nice white line, like a bead along there. Just to make it look a little bit more defined, because I can see some of the clear, and it looks a bit runny. I do think I probably should have used more of that pigment paste. But it's not bad for the first time I've ever used it. So I'm just going to go along, just don't want to put a lot on, so it's going to be very gentle. Oh, see, this is where I muck things up. Everything was to be going fine, and then I come in here with my little ideas. There you go. How does that look? How does that look? Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Because after you've done it, you're not supposed to blow it again. And I think that's where I make my mistakes. I go in, I go, ooh, I could give that another little blow. But you're not supposed to. It's got a little bit of non-coverage here. Okay. What do you think, guys? You think that looks okay? I'm not mad at it. I think I burnt it a little bit. You won't be able to see it because I'll take you down for a close-up in a second. Oh, I know what to do. I can tilt it a little. No, not really. I'm not sure if I got enough lacing. I feel like the lacing's quite big. It's nice up here. I prefer this look. These tighter little bits of lacing, these big ones, not fond of. Definitely should have put more pigment paste in. I feel like it would have made, this looks quite translucent, a bit see-through. When I made my other ones, I'm sure it was a little bit more coverage, a little bit more, just a little brighter. But I'm not mad at it. And I think using this, I do like it. I feel like it blew out quite nice, but I do feel like the lacing effect isn't exactly what I want. I have an example of one that I made for my daughter-in-law, and she hasn't taken it, and I'll give you a look. Sorry, just bear with me a second. So do you see these? See how tiny that lacing is? I mean, I really like that look. And you see along here, actually that's a little bit translucent as well, but that lacing is, I like that better. I mean, I'm not a fan of the shape, the way it went. I feel like it took over the ocean too much. And here didn't go very well either. Not so well either here. But yeah, I feel like these are it's quite big. And when I come to do the coasters, I think I will revert back to the other one because I don't want this big lacing it won't work on a coaster, I don't think. Anyway, let me get my gloves off and let me take you down for a close-up, if I can. Ugh. No matter how careful you are, you always get sticky when you do resin art. Let me see if I can do this without turning you guys off. Oop. So there you go. That's what she's looking like. Not bad, eh? Can you see here? See the way, even though you've seen how much resin I think you've seen how much resin I put on. It hasn't really taken. It's taken a bit better on that side. But I think that's because I really should sand this. But anyway, that's part one of this project. Obviously, I think I'm going to do 8 coasters for her. I think she's got an 8-seater. So 8 coasters will be coming your way soon. I really look forward to it. Thanks for spending the time with me. Yeah, have a great weekend. It's Friday today. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.